Oh, hello. I'm Dr. Allie. I'm the hypnotherapist on staff here at the center. Please, come in. Let's start with a few formalities, okay? I need your full name. And date of birth, please. Great. I want to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. But first, I want you to get comfortable. You'll find there's a bed to your left and a chaise lounge to your right. You can choose either. I want you to choose wherever is going to be most comfortable, wherever you're going to feel the most relaxed and be able to just lie still and be comfortable. Okay, good. Now, are you on any medications that I should know about? Things like an antidepressant, something to help you sleep, a blood pressure medication. Okay. Okay, no, that's fine. There's nothing there that should cause a problem. Have you ever had any problems with hypertension, any kind of cardiac issue, pulmonary issues? Nothing. Okay. No, that's wonderful. Okay. It would seem you're in perfect health for this particular activity. So, what I would like for you to do now is lie back, relax, focus on my words. Okay? There's nothing that you need to be concerned about. This is not something where we're going to cause you to do something silly when you come to and go out about your business. This is simply a tool for you to use so that you can remove stress. I think in your bio it said something about approval addiction. We can take care of that as well. This is just your first session, so we're going to get your body attuned to relaxation and used to the suggestions that we're going to give you. Okay? Great. No reason to worry. Any questions? Perfect. Please get comfortable and we will begin. Just close your eyes and let your mind drift where it will. You are aware of everything, and yet you are not aware. You are listening with your subconscious mind, while your conscious mind is far away. Your conscious mind is far away and not listening. Your subconscious mind is awake and listening and hearing everything, while your conscious mind remains very relaxed and peaceful. You can relax peacefully because your subconscious mind is taking charge. And when this happens, you close your eyes and let your subconscious do all the listening. Your subconscious mind knows, and because your subconscious mind knows, your conscious mind does not need to know and can stay asleep and not mind, while your subconscious mind stays wide awake. You have much potential in your subconscious mind, which you don't have in your conscious mind. You can remember everything that has happened with your subconscious mind, but you cannot remember everything with your conscious mind. You can easily forget, and with forgetting certain things, you can remember other things. Remembering what you need to remember and forgetting what you can forget. It does not matter if you forget. You need not remember what you can forget. Your subconscious mind remembers everything that you need to know, and you can let your subconscious mind listen and remember while your conscious mind sleeps and forgets. Keep your eyes closed and listen with your subconscious mind. And when you're listening very, very carefully, your conscious mind will not mind what it forgets, because your subconscious mind will remember what it has forgotten. As you continue to listen to me with your subconscious mind, your conscious mind sleeps deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Let your conscious mind stay deeply asleep, and let your subconscious mind listen to me. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things, but it doesn't matter if you find you can't imagine all the things I'm asking you to. You might even find your mind wandering quite a bit, so that my voice just fades into the background. But that doesn't matter either. The sound of my voice is going to continue to relax you, and it really doesn't matter if you don't hear a word I say, because very soon now you are going to be more relaxed than you have ever known. Imagine yourself standing on the very top of a green hill on a tropical island. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders, and can see the long grasses around you moving slightly in the gentlest of breezes. When you look down the hill, you can see a narrow, winding path that disappears into a small forest. And beyond the forest, you can see the ocean with sunlight from the clearest of blue skies glancing off the tops of the waves in the bay, so that the whole ocean seems to shimmer and sparkle. You begin to move lazily and easily down the path, with the ferns and grasses brushing gently against your legs as you pass, and you just catch the faint smell of salt borne in on the breeze. Become aware now of the distant sound of the ocean on the shore. Maybe hear seabirds calling faintly from a long way off. Marvel at the deep sense of calmness and tranquility that sweeps over you as you move on down and down and down toward the forest. moving so easily, so effortlessly, you will feel almost as though you're floating on air, and in no time at all, you find yourself drifting through the trees, their leaves closing overhead, forming a canopy, their branches making an irregular pattern against the clear blue of the sky. It's pleasantly cool in the forest, and the gentle sound of birds singing, echoing faintly, and the scent of the trees and the undergrowth relaxes you still further as you move easily into the inviting depths, becoming lazier and lazier with each step you take. You can hear a stream somewhere, its gurgling sound gradually mingling with the sound of the ocean. As you follow the winding path down and down, down toward the beach that you know is in front of you, weaving through the trees and brushing aside the occasional piece of foliage, until quite suddenly you feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders again, and you find yourself on a beautiful deserted beach, a beautiful golden shoreline sweeping away in a gentle curve in front of you to a distant point where the trees seem to come right down to the shoreline, so that their branches actually seem to overhang the ocean itself. You can feel the sand warm between your toes as you stroll lazily across the broad beach to the water's edge. The sand becomes a darker color when you get there, and you enjoy the change to a moist, firm coolness beneath your feet as you wander along the shore, leaving a lazy trail in the sand behind you. Every so often, a larger than usual wave sends rivulets of water foaming around your feet, and as they recede, you notice how the sand is washed away from tiny colored pebbles, glinting like jewels in the sun. The smell of the ocean, the sunlight on the waves, the sound of the water hissing over the sand, all these things seem to create a sense of timelessness for some unknown reason, and you find yourself a comfortable position, a grassy hollow maybe, to just sit and gaze out across the rolling depths to the horizon, trickling warm golden sand idly through your fingers. There's there's a faint haze, which makes it difficult for you to see exactly where the sky stops and the ocean starts. And as you try to fathom it out, you see a small white cloud appear from somewhere near the horizon. It comes toward the island quite quickly, growing larger as it approaches, until it's immediately overhead. The largest, fluffiest, whitest cloud you can ever remember. And you somehow know, just by instinct, that you can let all your worries, all your cares, all your fears just drift up towards this large white cloud. You can actually see them drifting away from you in a long, slow spiral, maybe like smoke from a bonfire, just spiraling away from you towards this large white cloud. The cloud absorbs all your worries into itself, swallowing up all your fears and anxieties, and becoming steadily darker all the time, until just as it reaches its darkest, just as the last part of that spiral of worries and cares disappears inside it, the sun bursts through, dispelling every one of your worries, every one of your fears and anxieties, to the edges of the universe, leaving you totally relaxed and perfectly at ease with yourself, without a single care in the world. And now, all your troubles and cares having floated away, you settle yourself down into a comfortable position and just drift off into a deep and relaxing sleep. And while you sleep, you have a dream. You dream you're walking down a long corridor, stretching away in front of you in a long, gentle curve, so long that you can't actually see the end of it. But you know that this corridor is in the very depths of your subconscious mind, in the part of your mind that knows just what to do and just how to do it. And as you begin to move along this beautiful corridor, becoming even more relaxed, even more lazy, you realize that time and space are beginning to lose their meaning, and slowly the walls of the corridor seem to dissolve, leaving you in a large room. The room is full of a gentle golden light that relaxes you still further, and you suddenly realize, with a surge of inspiration and pleasure, that what you once saw as limits are merely stepping stones to greater success. It suddenly dawns on you with a surge of joy and anticipation that what once seemed to you to be the limits of your personality, of your skills and abilities, are nothing more than stepping stones to even greater success. And now your mind is prepared and receptive to everything I am going to say to you, and everything I say will be accepted and acted upon by your subconscious. It will have a steadily increasing effect upon the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you behave over the coming days and weeks and months. From this day on, you're going to find your confidence within yourself, your confidence in your abilities, and your self-belief becoming steadily stronger than yesterday, but not as strong as tomorrow, stronger than it was yesterday, but not yet as strong as it will be tomorrow. You're going to find yourself far less concerned about other people's opinions of you, too. You'll find you gain a clearer perspective and a better sense of proportion, beginning to recognize and understand that whatever other people think or feel is their concern, part of their lives, part of their attitudes. In the past, you might have been sometimes unfairly judged, as we all have been at some time or another. And in the future, you might sometimes be misjudged, as we all are. But that misjudgment doesn't actually change anything. It doesn't alter the facts. It doesn't change the real you. If someone misjudges you at some time, that's simply their own error of judgment. They've simply made a mistake, and you don't mind allowing people to make mistakes. You don't mind people being wrong sometimes, because you know what's inside yourself. You understand your true integrity, your true self. What others imagine they see is simply the product of their own experiences of life, their own attitudes, their own fears and expectations, just their own thoughts, just their thoughts. and nothing more than their thoughts. And you're not responsible for any of those things at all. It's worth remembering that nothing that we see or hear or imagine that we see or hear can change us. Nothing that we perceive in the outside world can hurt us nor alter us. Only acting upon those things can do that. Nothing that we see or hear can hurt us or change us. Even what I'm saying to you here cannot change you. Only reacting to these things can do that. Only acting upon the things we see and hear can change us. And we have free choice to decide whether or not to act upon these things. And thinking about things is acting upon them. But we have free choice to decide which things to act upon, which things to react to, and which things to ignore. And the things that you choose to ignore will be a matter of complete indifference to you. Now, as you begin to rouse out of this deep state of relaxation, I want you to come to me, to the sound of my voice, feeling strong, feeling healthy, feeling complete and whole, and able to stand on your own 2 feet.